Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are back on the live server, probably the last video before what I would say is going to be a very different version of Paladins in the Season 5 update, as you probably know, because the video did really well. Thanks for that, by the way. I did a bunch of coverage on the test server, and now we're kind of waiting for it to be live. It did work out kind of well though, because those videos in between the PTS and live, like this one, end up being sort of redundant in like a week or two after the big update. So I'm purposely kind of making this video a send-off for CAUTERIZE before we have the big update, with it being implemented into your in-hand, and then obviously 7's release. Check the PTS videos out if you haven't. Very little stuff has been changed since then. Did see a few things on social media, but I'll just wait until live. The main ones being Sati probably getting nerfed and Azan getting nerfed, I think even more. Moving on to the actual video though, Vatu, I'm going to be playing him just the way that I usually would. It's been quite a while since I last covered him. I think I talked about like the Q playstyle, which I have altered and probably I'd say finished, and then the other one with the F, which is pretty much the same as it was when I first put this together with the movement speed heal. I would say this is a little bit worse than the Q setup, but it really depends on how you're going to play, the teams and the maps and everything, so I'll just grab whatever makes sense for the situation. Talents wise, Vatu is kind of lacking. I've talked about it I think in other Vatu videos, but Omnipresence works fine, especially if you're going for the Q setup. Earning is honestly not great, and I feel like it should just be something completely different. Enveloping Shadows is still fine, probably on par with Omnipresence if you're going for the F setup. It just doesn't feel great now that it's 10% instead of 15, which is quite a big hit to it. So yeah, sadly, pretty much all of his talents right now are just kind of none of them are particularly interesting or great. They feel like they could be cards, to be honest. Alright, well, for the first one, we're on King of the Hill, Marauder support. Shoutouts to our Cassie. We've also got a Corvus, shouts to him, and then a Zin and a Karnam for their side emoji. Feel like it's been forever since I see emoji. Serish, Ash, Sati, and Cassie. Feel like going for Omnipresence here, and the Q setup is the best choice, although I'm a little bit less comfortable with it. We'll go for Chronos, don't really need Nimble as much with this. Exaction, Storm of Bullets, Spreading, and Smolder. Then Exaction, Improvised, Biting Ram, Water Reach, and Toot. I'm going to be just a little bit all over the place, but we'll see what we can do, because even though I have played, I haven't actually recorded very much, so that's going to make everything a little bit jank. We'll just reload again, I guess, because it didn't work the first time. Go around, Q back, F up, throw some stuff there. I guess we can play the point. Q down, Q Moji, she's still up on no health. We got the finish. That was a very, very awkward play, but it kind of worked. We'll go on the Cassie and Sati. Didn't really want to have to deal with both of them here, but we'll see what we can do. Get the damage reduction, Q back. This is probably the worst play I made with Vatu in a minute, but can't really complain too much because it still worked. Yeah, there goes the Ceres. Let's get rid of Moji here too. Exact same situation we had before. We'll just Q for the easy kill. We'll Q in to the Cassie. I was trying to Q a friendly there. Q for Sati, she's dead. Damage reduction honestly makes this kind of ridiculous. Cassie's just here for some reason. Didn't really make that too clear in the intro, but the big reason why the Q setup works so well, I think I talked about it the last time I covered Vatu, is just the 25% damage reduction whenever you hit the button. It's kind of crazy because you get it to trigger multiple times. Really should have grabbed CAUTERIZE first. I don't know why the hell I went for Chronos Haven, but whatever. I guess they only have like a Ceres for heals. We'll Q in. That worked. Okay, hits on the Ash. We'll Q the Cassie for the damage reduction. We'll Q the Moji. This is so bad. How the hell am I not dead? Is she going to try and fight? We'll dash to get the little Duke. Oh shit, that was actually a pretty good Vatu play. She's dead. Don't even know if I've ever bought Death Hands on Vatu, but sometimes I consider it. Doesn't really make that much sense, so the reload's pretty quick. We'll get some damage on them. Sometimes the Q and right click can be a little bit awkward, but we'll just finish off Ceres. No, she's invis, but not really. That was very weird. There's damage on Moji, just absolutely bursted. I'm definitely better at Vatu than I once was, especially compared to the last video, which I think was like 4 months ago. Had a really hard time though when he first released, and the more that I played him, the better I've got, which isn't always the case with characters. I feel like I can play Yag for like 2 hours at a time for like a week and still be pretty much just as bad with her as I usually am. Let's run away from this Moji a little bit, but that's just because I've been playing him quite a bit, maybe. I don't know, I feel like I pick Vatu up more often than a lot of other characters, especially recently. Zin went for the ult. We'll dash and go for ours. We'll go for the long slash. I was hoping to get more than just the Ceres there. She's going for the ult. I'm definitely dead. We took a bunch of damage there from pretty much everybody. I did Q to get a bit of damage reduction, but still definitely going to get cleared there. We'll finish off our core in a second. We're doubling them right now. Seems like it's going to be a pretty straightforward win. Let's Q it in. There goes the Ash. Never mind, she ulted. That's really the only thing that's going to be any different, though, if you watch this video in like 2 weeks, is that CAUTERIZE isn't going to be on my item list, and instead, as it would be something else, I guess I'd probably grab Life Rip or something instead of CAUTERIZE, so something to keep in mind. Just thought Cassie was going to roll in there, but she didn't. That's Sati with the coin. Let's Q in so we can get rid of Ceres. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely battered. Corvus with the big heals. Damage on the Moji. Is she gone? Oh my god, I fell off. I thought I was going to land on the edge. That was such a stupid death. We could have had that Moji. It was like the third time she was super low in the queue. Let's go for Nimble. I feel like Vatu does benefit from it, but not as much as other flankers, just because you either have a speed buff on your F, or you can queue around a turn. We got rid of the Ash, but still useful to have even if you don't need it as much. Can't really ever complain about movement speed. Let's get rid of the Sati. We'll just queue down. There we go. Get some damage on the Ash. We'll queue her. The damage reduction. She's dead. We'll queue down on the Moji. She's gone too. Why am I only hitting like one dagger here? This is really weird. Or she's getting heals. Can't really tell. Looks like she's in her queue when she's not. Cassie's getting the kill. Dead to the Moji. She's actually giving me quite a bit of trouble in this one. I don't feel like Moji's usually a pain in the ass with any character, but like right now, for some reason on Vatu, I feel like a lot of my daggers aren't hitting. I don't know if that's just because her hitbox is kind of jank with the way my daggers work, but feels like it. Let's get rid of the Sati. She's still really easy to kill. I feel like Sati's hitbox is bigger than Moji's in this right now. Shouts to Corvus also is making this a hell of a lot easier with the heals and just generally being a pretty damn valuable member of the team. Let's get away from that Ash ultimate. They're calm with the grab. Is she out of it? She is. Not really. Let's queue up. Oh my god, this is a bad place for me to be. Let's just get away. Don't really feel like being in here. We could maybe get rid of that Sati. Should we go in for her, see if we can surprise her here because we have the reveal? I feel like she was actually expecting to deal with me there. She's just dead. My accuracy is on point so far. Sadly, Corvus is dead because he was just AFK on the point. This movement is absolute dog shit. Am I dead? Or can we at least get rid of one of them? We'll dagger dash right. I'm dead here. We probably could have got rid of that Moji if I played that better. Let's dash up, go for the ult. What I was trying to say is I feel like I'm doing better even though score-wise here we've actually fallen behind. We got a very clean kill there on the Sati, although I didn't do all the damage. There goes the Ceres as well. I ran out of breath there. Moji got rid of the Khan. What was that play? I have no idea, but she is dead? That might be one of the weirdest plays I've had on the channel. I thought I was just going to insta-die an emoji and then Khan was apparently there. Okay, Sati, I think you just spawned in this corner, or you decided to run up, which is a bad idea. Let's get rid of her. Do try and time the Q so that it can last a little bit longer, which often works really well. Unless, of course, you want to put it on cooldown. It's kind of nice to be able to drag the Qs out. Let's go up here. Go for the ult, never mind, we'll queue in. The extra range on that is crazy. I see some people rocket level 5. I don't feel like I really need it. I did go from 5 to 4 and then down to 3, and I feel like 3 is kind of the sweet spot for it. I feel like I should have finished off Cronus a little bit sooner, but it's all good. There's some damage on the Ceres. We'll go up for the ult. Do we dash in or do we just dash away? I feel like dashing away here is a little bit safer. They're literally all there and the team's kind of far away. Try that one again. We'll dash back in and reinitiate, and then we'll get back a little bit, maybe do one more Q. That didn't work. Thought I'd be able to pull that off a little bit there. That's Moji with the immunity very early. Get some hits on literally nobody. That was atrocious. Throw some more daggers on him, just some free 280s. There we go. Oh my god, that Sati coin is ridiculous with that damage sometimes. We're going to heal up, so we're fine. Self-heal there, kind of crazy. For some reason I thought there was an enemy there because I saw the indicator. We'll queue in. Left click, right click. That didn't really work. We'll go for the ult insta-stun, so she's definitely dead. And dash down. Get rid of the Cassie here with the Khan. Tracking's really bad, but calm with the grab, so we're good. Let's queue in. Daggers, dash, daggers, daggers again. Am I dead here? Dash up. Daggers on the Ceres. Dash again. Miss those. Okay, more hits on the Ash. Left click, right click. There we go. We'll just dash right a little bit. Corvus honestly putting in work, and there is the victory. Well deserved, I would say. One thing I definitely want to mention, because I take advantage of it in every single game I play with Vatu pretty much, and because people ask me why I play a specific way, is that you actually get a tighter aim if you're aiming up or down with Vatu, like the spread of your daggers compared to if you're just aiming like directly straight. It's a very hard thing for me to try and explain, but just jump into target practice, aim directly down off a ledge, and you'll see you have like a perfectly tight set of 3 daggers. So sometimes just jumping a little bit above somebody, aiming down, is going to make it a little bit easier to land your full set. But I don't know a better way to put it into words. I'm not going to sit here for 5 minutes to figure it out. Going through the stats real quick, Cassie did a fantastic job there. Corvus also shredded. Khan did fine. The Xin there did fine as well. We did surprisingly well. For their side, the Emoji definitely did the best. The Ash also did pretty solid. Then Sati and Cassie had a bit of a hard time. Ceres did pretty good though. We'll jump into, I think, a TDM to finish it off. I've shown the setup way more than I've shown the Q1. It's very straightforward. It's literally just changing off the damage reduction for the speed after the F, range on the Q for a little bit of extra health, and then you change your playstyle a little bit and usually go for enveloping shadows, and you're just trying to use your abilities slightly differently. You'll see what I mean. Alright, well, for game 2 we're on TDM Trade District. Shouts to Damba and also Ceres. Feel like I played with these guys before. We've just got an Andro and a Charlene, and then for their side, a Kinessa, a Genos, a Fury, and a Zon, and a Grover. I feel like I say it's a 10, but thank you guys all so much, of course, for the support on the videos. It's always nice meeting you guys in game. I feel like it happens all the time, which is really weird. I feel like 90% of my matches I play, either someone calls me out in the lobby or in the post game, although I mean weird in a good way. If I don't reply to you, it's usually because I'm recording something, and then you'll probably be in a video. But let's go for Cauterize and the Nimble. I didn't really explain myself very well there, but Quest Revolver, Returner's Wrath, Mortal Reach, and Sand Trap up against Frosty, Persistence, Cherish, Power Cosmium, and Stadium. Power Cosmium is going to suck, but luckily Grover doesn't have the cripple. There's the Genos. We'll just queue in. Oh, I actually can't queue when I'm crippled. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but of course I can't. It's a teleport, but technically it's considered a movement ability because you can't do it when you're, rooted and stuff. I don't know what my plan is here. I can't duel Azan, especially before the goddamn nerfs. Let's dash over this way, go on him a little bit, get some good damage on him. Dash over here. He's on no health. Let's jump the Canessa. We'll queue in. Still got decent enough range. Actually just pushed her off the map. That is the most disgusting play I've ever made on Vatu, and I'm not dead. Let's jump up. Hello, Grover. There's some damage on him. He's out. Shout to Andrew for the goddamn save. Is he going to die for it? Yes, I'm still alive. What just happened? Straight up no idea. Hello, Grover. We meet again. There's some good hits on you. I thought there was somebody behind me. Never mind. He's dead. Andrew there with the assist again. Hello, Canessa. We'll teleport in. That you can very much pressure Canessa just by teleporting on her if she's not really expecting it. We can't really do very much against Azan. Pre-nerf, he's kind of ridiculous. You know, if you're a flanker, you can't really deal with him. But there goes the Grok. Grover will dash on the Canessa. I literally tapped you there on the top of the head. Doesn't matter, dead anyway. Hello, Grover. You're not Grover. Why am I calling everybody Grover? That's a Genos for sure. Let's get rid of the Furia too. Hello, Canessa. We can teleport in. This is going to be a free Quadra. Thank you very much. And Azan is the only thing stopping me from getting a Penta, and also the enemy Genos. Maybe we can jump him and get rid of him. There's the right click. That is a Penta, sort of. No, it doesn't count. It's an official one. Been a while since we've had that. Let's dash over this way. I'm on 30 health. Shouts team for the heals. Just right click to my own face. I definitely have deserved to die at least 2 or 3 times so far in this match. More daggers on him. Probably should go for the ult. Charge it up. Dash through. Daggers right click. I'm dead. This is so goddamn bad. Let's dash up. Daggers. Dash again. Just right click to get out of the reload. Something I do probably more than I should. Teleport in. You can get a little bit of an extension on the range if they move after you hit the Q, of course. Nearly got myself killed, but that's fine. That's Damba with the ult. Got rid of the Genos. These cuts are going to be all over the place because I'm just stuttering and messing up my words a ton. Am I dead? No. Okay, I am. Just took a little minute. I feel like I should have had that. The Q is still way more janky than it should be. I'm surprised they haven't done more to fix it, to be honest. Let's just dash in, get a single stun because I guess I didn't hit the Canessa, and we didn't even kill the Grover. No, we did. Didn't think I killed him. Okay, he just died again because Andrew ulted. Nice. We'll jump the Canessa here. Right click was very messy. That teleport was just as bad, as was my dash. I feel like they were really composed at the start and they've just fallen apart since we've been playing more aggressively. I think we really have just been pushing in on their spawns a shit ton. I've also been trying to play a little bit more aggro here to help the team out. I don't know where the Canessa is, but we'll get rid of the Genos if we can. I'm crippled but moving. I think that's because the Azan hit me. Let's dash over this way. I didn't know that's how that worked. Okay, so Azan can scrub a Genos cripple, sort of. Azan's going up for the ult. Okay, he's dashing down. We'll load up our ultimate. Can we get through here? Yes, we can. That's not going to take me close enough to the Grover. We're going to just retreat. I could have gone in there with the Q. Would have been a bad idea. Let's jump up. That didn't really take me up. Am I dead here? We'll Q in. Finish him off. I missed the daggers. Okay, that's the second time it's happened now. Genos went for the ult. I spawned in, died. Okay, that's pretty rough. One thing to mention also, that's kind of a bug, but not really a bug with Vatu, because I feel like I've been doing that a little bit in this video. The Q will actually persist, like, if you die. Like, for example, if I die after using the Q and the Q is still open, it'll go on cooldown after it finishes being open and you respawn. Really hard thing to explain without just showing you. Canessa just spawned in, walked in and killed me. I don't know how she dealt so much damage there with the sniper rifle. She must have been very lucky with the headshots. That was a ton of damage to receive from as little damage as she should have dealt to me there. Don't think they buffed Canessa's sniper rifle, as far as I'm aware, but it feels like when she's just using her normal shit, it deals like a crazy amount of damage. Of course, I am Vatu, so I should be squishy, but I feel like she clears me way too quickly, even if I'm landing a lot of what I'm throwing out. Let's get rid of the Furia. These hits are atrocious. I feel like she should be dead so long ago, but I can't get my goddamn hits on her. Like, I kind of screwed it up a bit here though. 30 to 38. I definitely fell apart a bit towards the end. They started to group up again. We pushed super aggro. It worked out for a little bit and they kind of recomposed. We'll throw a big explosion in there. Didn't even deal that much damage. I feel like having a Azan on your team in a situation like this with that many healers is kind of an auto win in a TDM if you're playing well enough, but there is the defeat. But yeah, I can quite confidently tell you that I'm not sad that CAUTERIZE is leaving. It's not really leaving, it's just becoming an in-hand thing, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming update with 7 and the big changes. Although for TDM I'm not sure really how it's going to work in Onslaught because I only played Siege on the BTS because it's kind of hard to find games. But I'm hoping that the way CAUTERIZE is implemented is good, like it was with Siege, like the percentage and the way it scales throughout the game, because I'd have loved to not have to buy CAUTERIZE there and been able to get other items, and Ceres would have had it on in hand. Damba wouldn't have really had to grab it, which feels wrong for Damper to have CAUTERIZE here. I just overall think it would have made the game more fun. People will be a little bit confused once the update goes out in a couple days, so if you see somebody in chat asking where CAUTERIZE has gone, definitely let them know because they might not keep up with Paladins updates. Vatu is kind of underrated. He is a pretty difficult character to play. I'd say for casual stuff you don't see Vatu very often just because he is more complicated than a lot of the other characters. Saying that though, that does fit in with the rest of the flankers, who I would say are overall a more complicated class compared to damages, frontlines and supports, which is on purpose. But I wish there were a few more easy to recommend flankers, because if you're getting into Paladins, a lot of these aren't as straightforward as characters you can recommend in the other classes. The only complaint I really have with Vatu right now is that if you're playing him at a relatively high level compared to the other flankers, I feel like he's a little bit underperforming where he should for how good you are with him. Did that make sense? I don't know. I still like Vatu a ton though. I hope he gets some sort of changes in the future. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate you staying all the way till the end. I feel like I've had a lot to say in this video. I'll see you guys all, really soon. Let me know where you want to see me the next. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Did I say that already? I don't know. And as always, stay Frost. Stay.